talking about a home. Talking about me and you. Things we'll do. I said a home. Talking about a home. Not talking about a one-night stand. I wanna be your man. I said a home.
From the people who bring you Charleston Home and Design Magazine, the Charleston Home and Design Show, the Custom Home and Remodel Show, and Charleston's online home show, newhomecharleston.com, this is Talking About a Home. Talking About a Home is a home show on the radio, featuring interviews with local experts, home tips, trends, and ideas you need to know to make your home better. I'm Michael Blaze with 5 Star Real Estate, and this is Talking About a Home.
Good afternoon. I'm Tim Barkley with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I want to thank you for listening to Talking About a home show on the radio. In addition to our radio show Talking About a Home, we also publish Charleston Home and Design Magazine, winner of the American Society of Interior Designers Excellence in Design Media Award, and also the American Institute of Architects Charleston Chapter's Honor Award for Journalism. You may also be familiar with the 3 custom home shows we organize: the Charleston Home and Design Show, which takes place every January, Charleston's Open Air Home Show, which takes place every April at Family Circle Stadium on Daniel Island, and the Custom Home and Remodel Show and Hurricane Expo, which just wrapped up this past weekend, August 16th through the 18th at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium. Well, we are a week away from a week past the home show, the Custom Home and Remodel Show, which was last weekend, and once again, I have to say we managed to pull out another successful home show. We're very fortunate and blessed. Charleston Home and Design Magazine has never ever had put on a unsuccessful home show, and we have the public to thank for that, for always coming out to our 3 custom home shows. We also have our sponsors to thank: Energy One America, Advanced Window Fashions, Amerisips Homes, Melser Tile, 84 Lumber, Real Deal Countertops, and Outdoor Concepts of Charleston. Well, it was a very eventful show this past last weekend. We had our Jack Waybor, TV's barbecue pitmaster, doing grilling demonstrations on Saturday and Sunday. And he was doing those grilling demonstrations in the outdoor living experience. And those were very, very well attended, very successful. We also gave away a $20,000 backyard makeover, and we're in the process of contacting the homeowners and making sure that everything is good to go there. We had a very successful Hurricane Expo in which we gave away 500 free hurricane kits to the public, and special thanks to Energizer for donating 500 Energizer weather-ready LED flashlights valued at $21 a piece, and all told, each one of those kits had a value over about $30. But all in all, even though we had a flash flood warning going on through from last Thursday all the way through last Saturday. Despite that, the serious homeowners that were building and remodeling, they still came out to the Custom Home and Remodel Show, and vendors had a great experience. In fact, we're going to be hearing from some of those vendors the rest of the show. We went around and recorded videotaped interviews with some of the vendors if they wanted us to, and you're going to be hearing the audio from the videos in today's show, and give you a little bit of a chance to experience what the show was like if you missed it yourself. Well, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Custom Home and Remodel Show at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium with Lachey and Ken of the Louver Shop. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Awesome, thanks.
So tell me, you got a great spot here, kind of being close to the front. How's it been?
It's been excellent. Traffic today has been really good. The weather didn't turn anybody away.
and it kind of cooperated with us, so it's been very good.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. We've got a nice breezeway through here, so I really enjoy it. I think it's great. Got a really good spot.
Good. I'm so glad. Tell me a little bit about what you guys provide to homeowners.
Well, it's mainly interior shutters. Most of it's custom designed. So Hunter Douglas is a very popular brand of ours, and everything we do, we come out and we actually come to your home, do the measurements in the home, and it's very, very custom. So it's not like something you can pick up at a store. We're very customer oriented. So whatever we need to do to make sure that everything is perfect for your window installation, that's what we pride ourselves in.
Okay. And how long has the Louver shop been around?
40 years.
Oh, a long time then.
Yeah, we make our shutters in Dahlonega, Georgia, so we're all American made, and very proud of that.
That's fantastic. Now, we're actually doing a remodeling issue this season, and so I kind of want to get people who are remodeling to learn more about what they can do with, window dressings.
Yeah.
What's some advice you have?
I think I'm going to pass that over to Ken, because you're more the versatile man of other application teams on that.
Yeah, no problem. Well, remodel is no problem. Obviously, you run into different challenges than you do with new stuff, but we've got a lot of different ways of mounting the product, and really that's what it boils down to, is can we adapt to the windows that they have? And we certainly can, with even the plantation shutters on down to the Hunter Douglas blinds.
Is the issue the size of the window based on older homes, or what are the common kind of pitfalls with a remodeling project?
A lot of times it has to do with the depth of the window, how deep it is from the casing, and so if it's very narrow, then sometimes we have to mount on the outside on the casing and that kind of thing. So it really has to do with the depth of the window. The width and height is usually not a challenge.
Okay. All right. And what would you say your favorite product that you sell is?
Definitely the Hunter Douglas Silhouette, and I'm going to tell you why, because it's so easy to use, and you don't get the maintenance of the wood, but look at that.
Oh, wow.
Look at how pretty that looks, and the best part about it,
Ah!
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I barely touched it. That's the best part about it.
And what is that called?
It's called the Hunter Douglas Silhouette.
Silhouette.
It's
Okay.
definitely great for letting in a small amount of light,
Uh-huh.
kind of classifying, making a little space classy.
Sure.
So it's very nice and very easy to use. That's one of our best-selling products.
And now, would that be good for a bedroom? Does it
Yes.
cut out the light well
It
enough?
doesn't cut out the light 100%, but it does diffuse the light. So you'll still get some light in, but of course, you can tighten it, make sure all those
Sure.
sections are shut together, so you won't get as much light in. But it's great more for diffusing the light, making a harsh light turn into more of a soft light.
Okay. Now, have you had any big-time projects recently that you think people would be interested in?
Well, we do quite a variety. The Tides in Mount Pleasant is one big project we've had that we seem to be doing several of the units. It's basically up to the owner, but it gives us some exposure there. The Renaissance in Mount Pleasant as well. So some high-profile projects, but also some really nice private homes near the beach and that kind of thing. So, and really, we've got stuff for every budget. So it's not about price necessarily. Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, for people interested in maybe getting some blinds or shutters from you, do you have a website they can check out?
Yes, absolutely. Got everything right here. It's actually Louver Shop Charleston, and that's Louver.
Okay. Yes.
That's
Good to know how to spell Louver.
Exactly. Well, some people don't.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is Ken's going to be definitely
Okay.
your contact. He's the one that goes out, makes sure that you guys have everything that you need, and you can contact us through the website. The number will go straight to him. It'll be on his cell phone. He'll return your call pretty soon.
And what is that number?
636-3641, and that's area code 843.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thanks. You have a good
This is Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine at the Custom Home and Remodel Show. Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Custom Home and Remodel Show at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium with Scipio
Williams, yeah.
okay, of Lane's Professional Pest Extermination. How are you doing?
Good. It's professional pest elimination.
Oh, yes, that's exactly what I meant. So tell me, how's the show going for you?
It's going pretty good. I mean, we're seeing some good turnout. People are coming by asking a few questions. We're asking questions. So it's been pretty good.
Okay. So you don't think the rain has kind of gotten people to not show up?
No. I mean, it's been pretty steady. I think tomorrow's probably going to be a lot busier. You had some people that were at work, so when the weekend starts, everyone's going to start coming, and it's going to probably be a little bit better turnout.
Well, with rain, doesn't that drive bugs inside the house?
It absolutely does. A lot of times what you're going to end up seeing is the palmetto bug, which is the large cockroach. You're going to see a pickup in mosquitoes. And if the home is not well ventilated, you're going to probably see a pickup in termites. So those things are going to be what customers are going to end up calling an extermination company for. So
Or an elimination company.
Exactly. There you go. And that's what we're here for.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're here to let everyone know that that's what we do, and we're here and we're ready to help them out and get them service. So absolutely.
And what kind of process do you have for that kind of elimination?
It really kind of depends. For most of that, for the palmetto bug, what we do is an exterior treatment where we pretty much make sure that the perimeter of the house is treated well. We have a mosquitoes treatment, which we're doing free services.
Nice.
So yeah,
Like
we're
a spray in the backyard? To get rid of-
It's a spray, but the way that we use it, it kind of kicks up all the leaves and everything, because mosquitoes don't need that much water to breed and hatch their eggs. So we kind of push everything around, make sure that the chemical gets everywhere it needs to get. So when they do try to lay their eggs, they'll get in it, they'll ingest it, and then they'll just go away. In most cases, they won't even come around.
Okay.
So those perimeter defenses are the main things that we do for these kind of insects, and it's mostly to make sure that nothing from outside goes inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how long has Lane's been in business?
We have been in business for 27 years. So 1980. Don't put that on there. They'll kill me.
A long time.
That's a long time. Yeah.
So you've gotten rid of a lot of bugs.
A lot of bugs. We're pretty large in the Myrtle Beach area and the upper parts of the state. The Charleston market is growing, which is why they went and got me. And so that's kind of what we're pushing into to make the Charleston market expand a whole lot more.
Now, isn't Lane's a family-owned business?
Absolutely, yes. Lane himself is no longer with us. He passed away in 2010. But his wife Susan still runs the company. Everything is still family-owned, and it's a really good company, very close-knit. We're a total of about 60 employees total. And like I said, the bulk is in the Myrtle Beach Surfside area, so that's where they're headquartered.
Well, we're about to have an issue come out in September, and we're talking mainly about remodeling. Do you have any tips for people that are remodeling for kind of pest removal or trying to prevent pests from getting in the new addition?
When you rip out what you're getting ready to remodel, call a pest control company immediately.
Oh, okay.
Because again, you're defending the house. So if you do that ahead of time, then you can avoid things coming in. Because when you do a remodel in your home, you're opening up your home to everything.
Right.
And that would be the prime time to get in there and get some good chemicals in your house. Not harmful to you or your pets, of course, but get things in the house so that while the remodeling is still going on, the protective barrier is already set.
That's a great tip.
Absolutely.
Now, for people who are remodeling or even people who just want to get rid of pests, do you have a website that people can check out?
Yes, we do. It's www.getlanes.com. They can go there and they'll send an email, and it'll go to the corporate office, and it'll probably go straight to Miss Susan, who's the owner of the company now. And she'll send it out where it needs to go. So absolutely. And that's how small we are. She'll take care of it.
And what about a phone number locally?
Local phone number would be in Charleston. It would be 843-299. I forget my own number because I don't call myself.
That's true.
Do the 800 number. It'd be 800-813-4790.
Okay.
Is where they can call.
Wonderful. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me.
You're welcome.
And we've been speaking with Scipio. I'm so sorry. Of Lane's at the Custom Home and Remodel Show at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium. Hi, my name is Christy Conway from Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and we're here at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium for the Custom Home and Remodel Show, and I'm standing with Scott Hamilton, not the ice skater, of Special Editions. Scott, how are you doing?
Good, very good, thank you.
He looks like an ice skater, though.
I'm not taking that as a compliment.
Well, you should. Anyway, very athletic.
2 left feet.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyway, tell me about Special Editions.
Special Editions is one of the oldest home remodeling companies in the Tri-County area. Started in 1970, and right now we have about 4,000 satisfied customers in the area. We handle mainly room additions, vinyl window replacement. We also do roofs, but our real specialty is as special additions. We do outside remodeling, bringing outdoor living indoors.
So not unspecial editions.
No, unspecial additions would be probably some of our competitors.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice cut there. Okay, so special editions. So you're doing a lot of remodeling then.
A lot, but mainly it's screen rooms. We do a vinyl window system that a lot of people don't deal with, and we do actual regular custom sunrooms.
Okay. Well, we're doing stories about remodeling in this upcoming issue, and so I guess, to me, remodeling would be anything changing to your home. So adding in a sunroom or something would be remodeling. Do you have any tips for people that want to remodel?
First thing is make sure that you're dealing with a reputable contractor. There's been a lot of things that have happened in the area due to the economy. We don't take any deposits, and we recommend that you don't put any money down up front. Make sure that the person doing the job actually is the regular general contractor. They're not using someone else's license. And not only see their insurance certificates, but actually say, look, before we start the project, make a phone call, make sure, because in today's society, you want to make sure that as a consumer that you're protected and you're covered, because there's been a lot of fraudulent activity in the business. And I have a lot of pride working for the company because I never have to look over my shoulder in Publix and have a guy hit me with a can of soup in the back because we didn't do the project properly. And that's important because I'm the mouthpiece that first walks out. If I go out and see your mom and dad, they trust me. We've got to finish it. If not, they're not going to be happy.
Okay, I just want to throw this in because you've opened it up. If someone came and hit you in the back with a can of soup, you could protect yourself, though, because you are...
I would duck.
Oh, well, but you also train people in defense, right?
We've done some self-defense training. Yeah, that's what we're going to do with you and the staff later on after this.
But you haven't had to use it because you're working at Special Editions.
Exactly. Thank you for that plug, by the way. Charleston MMA.
Okay, so what else do? You do these vinyl panels.
If you say what's our most, when the economy got really, really slow, obviously people's money got tight. So as sales started to drop, people started to do more of the vinyl windows themselves. Back when the economy was booming, it was a lot of glass rooms because people had home equity loans. It was really easy to go down, just write a signature and boom, you had $30,000. Now, as things are starting...
That's the problem that we're having now.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a fallout of that. So we are cautious with people. We say that we don't recommend a lot of debt. But right now, the glass rooms, as the economy's coming back, home values are increasing, people are starting to go back into the full glass rooms. And so, we're pretty excited about the future with all the new construction coming back into the area. It's, we're very excited about the future.
But you do vinyl panels, and what's the benefit of that?
You ever go out in a screen room and it's covered in pollen? People call us out there because I'm sick of the rain, I'm sick of the wind, I'm sick of the pollen, I'm sick of cleaning. We come back out, we put those on. It takes a room that you can only use part of the year. These systems are actually sold from Alaska to Florida. People put little wall unit ACs in them. Now, if someone comes out and tells you you're using that product in the middle of August when it's 99 degrees, ask them to leave your house. They're not telling the truth.
Okay.
Because, they don't benefit that, but they will allow you to use a screen room 3 seasons of the year. You can put a space heater in there, you can put an AC system in there, and they work really well. And they're about a third the cost of regular glass.
Okay.
So that's important.
Okay, well, so if someone were to be interested in that, do you have a website that they can go to and check out?
We do. It's specialedditionsinc.com.
Okay.
With the www, of course.
Okay, yes, and the INC, right?
INC.
Okay, got it.
You need to check that on the card?
Well,
Okay.
no, I trust you. And what about your phone number?
That's a good one. 843-442-7103.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much for speaking with me. This has been really pleasurable. And we've been speaking with Scott of Special Editions, and I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design. We're at the Custom Home and Remodel Show.
Props up to the photographer.
Yeah.
Fantastic job.
Yay,
Thank you,
Matt.
sir. Great game.
Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Custom Home and
Remodel Show.
Yeah, I'm getting too worked up. Sorry. Okay. Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Custom Home and Remodel Show at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium with Jay and Randon of HWC Custom Cabinetry. How are you doing?
Hey, great, Christy. How about you?
I'm doing fabulous.
see you again,
yeah, it's good to see you. Okay, so normally I'm talking to 2 different companies when I'm talking to y'all.
Yep.
What has happened?
Well, we've really been fortunate, really. Randon has come on as our outside salesperson, and he has a tremendous knowledge of the industry, really great rapport with people, and just really help we thought it was a great match to help serve people better with exceptional custom cabinetry.
And do you agree? You're a good
Couldn't
asset.
agree more.
You're a good asset. Okay, so what's your role here with HWC now?
Gonna step on board and help Jay sell kitchens and design kitchens. I'm excited about it. Our industries and our companies kind of did a lot of the same and similar things, and we're taking our talents and abilities and providing service and good quality products to the same client base.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, you guys just finished my kitchen, so I have kind of an intimate knowledge of your business. So I've actually worked with both of you, and it wasn't initially that you guys were partners. So I think it's interesting that over the process of working on my kitchen, you kind of have become partners. Can you say exactly what about your two companies has made it work that way? I mean, is it just that you found yourself on the same project over and over again, so you said, why not join up?
You know, there's a little bit of that, Christy, but you know, I remember the first time I met Randon a few years ago on another project, and I walk in and his crew's actually sanding joinery together for a nearly perfect fit for trim and casing in a house. And I was impressed. As a woodworker and that kind of background, I go, that is not done very much anymore at all that I'm used to seeing. And I'm like, here's a guy who takes pride in what he's doing. And then as I got to know him, not only was he producing a quality product, but I think one of the things we do that's probably, and you can testify or deny if this is true, but hopefully you agree, but that we work really hard to communicate well with our clients. And I saw Randon doing the same sort of thing, not just kind of, hey, I want to sell you a kitchen and run and then, you know, get my money and get out of here, but rather we want to communicate and work with you through the whole process to provide what you want in the way you want it on time. And that's all part of communication.
Definitely. Well, I can say that I testify to that.
Testify,
yes,
agree?
I agree. I agree with that. Actually, we are, as you know, doing a story about my kitchen remodel in this upcoming issue, and I'm really excited to show everyone what you guys have done. And
we are too.
Yeah. Well, you've seen it, I think. Yeah. So I guess I'm just really wanted to kind of put my 2 cents in that it was a great process. You know, I do agree what you have to say about like always being there and always accessible. I think both of you, you know, via email or phone, always that way. So, but something I haven't experienced is actually some of your work that you do now. You're also doing a Murphy wall bed, is that right?
That's right. We
Okay.
are doing Murphy.
I don't have one of those, so tell me about that.
You need one. No.
No, I don't, but I wish I could.
You know, it's just a wonderful. So many people have a spare bedroom in their house. It gets used, what, 3-4 times a year maybe? Somebody comes over the rest of the year, there's a bed, maybe a little hutch sitting there, and a closet with a bunch of junk piled in it. And that's their spare bedroom, and so they clear it off. Now, which actually works pretty well.
Okay.
All you have is 16 inches of space being taken up by a bed. Now you've got the rest of the space. Maybe we would build a small home office or a craft area. Somebody was talking about a sewing station, you know, just a whole host of things it could be there for. So it's a way to reclaim some space. Or even if you have a small cottage, maybe at the beach or something like that, even in the main room, hey, there's just not a lot of space to sleep. Grandkids, whatever, need to come over. I mean, it just makes sense, and it's a good bed.
It seems like a shame to own a home and then you're wasting so much on a bed that no one hardly ever sleeps in.
Right.
And now, yeah, you can capture kind of more of your house by doing this.
Yep, and it's a lot more comfortable than one of those fold-up or sleeper type sofas that, you know, I've not talked to anybody that enjoys sleeping on that. I'm not.
Right.
Anyhow, everybody's had one, or so many of us have had one, but this
bar
is
in the back,
that's right.
that kind of thing.
Then the spring coming out the side, you know. But this is a full mattress, so it supports you properly, and it's just a good night's sleep.
Now, this isn't what you typically do. You typically do kitchens, and that's what we were talking about. Can you talk about what makes your kitchens different than other people's kitchens, if you will? And I'll kind of, yeah, Randon, do you want to talk about it? I'll put you on the spotlight.
Sure. Well, don't know where to begin, Jay. Thanks for putting me on the spot there. Basically, you know, we offer we want to listen to the customer. Okay, that's very important to us. We want to help the customer understand the value of what they're buying and the quality of what they're buying and the products that we use, and that we use domestic products as opposed to imported products, and we take great care and attention to detail. We've got a leg leveling system that we call it. We have a floating cabinet, so with all the heavy rains, we have a way to prevent getting your cabinets destroyed. Just the construction of the way we do things. The quality and effort there is done in-house instead of a stock item, so we try to meet the customer's need and specific requests because we are a custom shop as opposed to a stock item type. So the value, we place great value on our product and our service and communication through the whole process of the project.
Very well said. What kind of sold me on you guys, though, was really the hardware that you use and all the different kind of space-saving kind of techniques or, things like that. Can you speak about maybe some of that? Or?
Well, yes, we have lots of those options, as you saw in our showroom, and so that would be easiest explained there. Some different, traditional wooden drawer systems, metal drawer systems, and we can help somebody through a wide range of budget things. And I want to turn it around and ask you a question, and I don't know how you're going to answer this, so I'm
on the spot now.
You're on the spot and you're a client, okay. So you have to say the truth. But, doing that whole process, and listening to what Randy described, and if I was sitting in my chair watching this, I think that's got to be tremendously expensive. Mm-hmm. And as you've looked around and talked to things, would you say that it was tremendously expensive, or was it a good value? How would you describe?
Well, here's what I'd say. We originally wanted to refinish our cabinets, and yes, and that turned out to be almost equal in cost of completely replacing them. And we were going to refinish the cabinets and then add new cabinets, and then of course they wouldn't totally match. So that's kind of what drove us over the edge to get totally new cabinets. I wouldn't say that it's tremendously expensive. We had different options that we made that made it affordable to us. Right. Of course, you can make it tremendously expensive.
We had more expensive things we could have put in there for you by far.
I mean, certainly we cut the cost on our hardware. Our hardware is pretty standard, and then we cut the cost on, I think we did a melamine drawer sides, and you can do full hardwood if I'm not mistaken, but we decided not to because the melamine that you use is high quality, so we figured why not. All the different, different drawer fronts and soft close, hard close, all those things can raise and lower the cost. So I could work for you. See, oh my gosh, hire me right now.
You can have my job.
I'll pay you when we're all done.
Anyway, yes, please, under the table. So that's what I saw, is that you can definitely affect the cost by what you choose. So, cool. Is that an okay answer?
Yeah, no, that's great. I was just, because what Randy said is totally true, but I also sometimes I get asked, well, that's got to be so expensive. And, when you take it all in and the amount of time you're going to spend trying to figure things out, we will help educate you through the process, and in turn you wind up with a really good value.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I agree. So if someone wants to do that, do you have a website they can check out?
Absolutely. They can check us out at hwccustomcabinetry.com, or you're welcome to call us 843-200-0750.
Fantastic. Okay, I've been speaking with Jay and Randon of HWC Custom Cabinetry. We're at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium for the Custom Home and Remodel Show. Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium for the Custom Home and Remodel Show. And I'm standing with Steven of Big Blue Gorilla Power Washing. That is a mouthful.
It is.
Okay, so Steven, how's your day so far?
It's great. We're having a great time here at the show.
Good. So you gotten a lot of people come by and interested?
We have, all over the area, from Somerville to James Island to Folly, all the way over to Isle of Palms.
Great. So tell me exactly, what does Big Blue Gorilla do?
Big Blue Gorilla is a pressure washing company. Mm-hmm. We specialize in homes, driveways, concrete, mildew, mold removal. Most of the people we've spoken with at the show are looking for a contractor that would show up twice a year or once a year and just do a regular cleaning.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So beyond the basic power washing, what else do you do?
We offer special services with our soda blasting equipment, which is for stainless steel. For instance, restaurants that have chrome shelving, it'll clean all the grunge off the shelving. It cleans grills, outdoor barbecue grills, and it's environmentally friendly. One thing that our equipment is EPA compliant, so we're able to do a vac system and take away the wastewater so that it's not left behind.
And Stephen, what's your background? How do you know so much about this kind of home professional stuff?
I started in the home building business right out of college 33 years ago, and we've been in the Washington, D.C. area all that time, and moved down here recently, and we decided to start this business up, and we're having a good time.
Is this a franchise, or?
It is not. It actually, we designed it to make it look like a franchise, and we will probably franchise it. Thank you very much. We will probably be franchising it with the success that we're having in the near future.
Would you franchise just in the South? Are you finding that there's a lot of need for this in the South?
Without a doubt. I didn't even realize it until I got here how important the pressure washing industry was down in this area. We don't have the same type of issues with the mold and mildew up north that you have down here. So, and your season is much longer. It's 12 months down here, whereas up north we have to stop because of the colder weather.
Now, because we're in the South, what is that grows on the side that you can blow off with water? Is that mold?
You have mold and mildew and a combination of other growths down here.
Everything grows down.
Yeah, I mean, with a high humidity level, you need several factors for mold and mildew to grow, and high humidity is one of them, a food source, which is the house, and then the temperatures, and those all contribute to it. Mold and mildew are everywhere. They're in your home, they're outside your home, but it seems to be more of an aesthetic thing down here, and it's even on the roofs down here too.
And do you power wash like driveways and things also?
We do driveways, walkways, homes, and even roofs. Okay. Yep.
Fantastic. Do you have a website people can go to and learn more?
We do. It's www.bigbluegorilla.com.
Okay, fantastic. And what about a phone number?
It is 843-261-BLUE or 2583.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. We've been speaking with Stephen of Big Blue Gorilla here at the Custom Home and Remodel Show at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium. Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium for the Custom Home and Remodel Show, and I'm standing with Al Williams of Signature Appliance. Al, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Okay, so Signature Appliance is pretty obvious. You guys sell appliances. So what would you say kind of sets you apart from other appliance companies?
I gotcha. Well, we have the whole package. We can not only sell you the appliance, we try and find exactly the appliance that's good for the client, not necessarily what is the newest, coolest thing. They don't always need that exact thing. We can also deliver and fully install and make any alterations to any openings or to an entire kitchen if need be. So we can pretty much do the whole package, and we're always there through the entire process.
Okay. And when you say you can make alterations to a kitchen, what exactly do you mean by that?
Full renovations, actually. We can actually tear down walls if need be, take out an entire island and rebuild another one, or just take out some cabinets, put in new cabinets, countertops, and appliances for the entire ball of wax.
That is surprising. So, I mean, I wouldn't have known that. Is that because you're related to Signature Kitchens and Baths?
That is correct, absolutely. That is the parent company, and we can do either a small portion of it, just countertops and cabinets, and a designer as well, or we can do all of the appliances only, or just one piece if you want us to. Okay. So, yeah.
And what kind of appliances do you have? Obviously high-end, but tell me about the different products.
We carry everything. We carry 94 different manufacturers of appliances. Most folks didn't believe that there's that many appliance manufacturers out there. But we carry everything. We have a $250 dishwasher up to a $7,000 dishwasher. So you name it, we can do it.
$7,000 dishwasher. What does that do? That better cook your meals for you.
I know, it seems like it. It would actually wash and dry completely in 15 minutes. So.
Does it put away your dishes?
It should, but no, it doesn't.
Okay. All right, and then I've actually been into your showroom, so you have quite a selection in your showroom. You can see most of it there, is that right?
Yes, you can. With 94 manufacturers, it's hard to even have a showroom big enough to really do it justice. But yes, we have a huge variety of everything on the showroom floor, so you can find something to play with the entire time.
And you actually have a full built-in kitchen, right? So you can see things function?
We do. We have a couple of, several live kitchens actually, and one really, really big one in where everything is functional and several pieces that you can play with.
Okay. And do you cook in this kitchen? Can people check it out?
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. We can invite anybody who can cook anything really good so I can test it out. Yes, you can definitely cook in that kitchen. All the live stuff is fully functional and fire rated, so we're good.
Okay. And what do we have behind us? Because this thing's pretty impressive.
I got you. This is a full outdoor kitchen that we actually built. We had the entire enclosure built, and this one's by Wolf and Sub-Zero. 36-inch professional series grill top with infrared rotisserie burner and infrared sear burner. Actually has lights inside, which is really neat, and a very high-end piece and one of the most durable pieces you can have with a lifetime warranty. Very high-end expensive grills, you want them to last for a long time. High-end power burner here on the side as well. Access doors underneath so you can have some storage, and of course the under-counter beverage behind you.
That's the best part.
Kitchen.
Okay, so what does infrared mean exactly?
Infrared is going to be a non-wavering heat, which is very, very intense. It can get up to about 1,500 degrees, so you can sear the steak or something really, really quickly so all the juices stay in. And it works very well. It works very well with the rotisserie as well. As something's moving, it sears the outside as it's cooking, and you can do a great whole chicken or pork loin on there in 1 hour, and it's like perfect.
Now this is pretty intense. Do you have a kind of a scaled down model?
Absolutely. Again, with 94 manufacturers, well, we actually can fill the entire showroom in just the outdoor product that we carry. Whatever your budget is, we can definitely hit it with the outdoor stuff as well.
Well, this is fabulous knowledge. Now, do you have a website someone can see all the different things that you sell?
You can see most of the different things, of course. It's because of manufacturers we have, is so many. But it will be signatureappliance.com.
Okay, and what about a phone number they can give you a call?
843-571-5735. My name is Al Williams, and there's Jeff McClain, and there's Jimmy Weatherford as well.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Al. It's good talking to you. We've been speaking with Al Williams of Signature Appliance, and we're at the Custom Home and Remodel Show at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium. Thank you. Hi, this is Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Custom Home and Remodel Show at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium, and I'm standing with Jim of Edgewater, and that's Edgewater Energy Services. That's a different name than it was before, wasn't it?
Yes, it is. What we've done is, we were part of a national franchise, and we have, over the past 5 years, done a great deal of work here in the Charleston community, enjoy a very, very pristine reputation, of course. But given, from the time we opened the Charleston office in 2008, we have all the same staff and all the same employees. But also, too, most of us are from here.
Yes.
So we wanted to have something that was more of a local company. We've partnered with the second largest electrical distributor in the country, which now we're able to offer a larger product offering to all our customers, but also also save them a great deal of money.
Okay.
And so that money savings, of course, we pass down to our consumers.
Okay. And so is the product basically the same? You're doing solar panels, solar fans, all that?
Yeah, we're, again, the foundation of our business has always been renewable energy, solar panels. But also, too, now we're concentrating a lot on conservation products as well.
Okay.
It's going to be cheaper to shrink your consumption than it is to produce it. And, of course, they tie all together. And, being in a coastal area, you have the threat of tropical storms, hurricanes, things like that. So another big thing that we offer is sustainability during power outages. And that when people think about solar, that's the one thing that they are. So we have many different options available for that, as well as many things that are very cost effective in order to achieve that.
Okay. So this is a solar panel. Is this a typical solar panel that you guys provide?
Typically they're a little bit larger.
Okay.
This is just one that we use for a model out here. This is one that you're going to see on our solar attic fans.
Okay. And this would produce about how much electricity on a sunny day?
This is a small 25 watt module right here, whereas I have a 260 watt module right here.
Okay.
But now, the cost of the equipment has come down tremendously over the past 2 years. So you're going to notice a lot more photovoltaic applications in the residential sector. And basically what I do, if you look at this power bill, now I'm not reading it, But Christy, what after we installed the system, what was that homeowner's? Whoops, I'm sorry.
I gotta see the before.
They're giving them all out. Uh-oh. We may have to edit
Your
this out.
props.
Okay, yeah.
Your props are gone.
Yeah.
It's gone down, as
It's gone
I
down.
assume what
So
you're trying to
anyways,
say.
I guess because it was such a popular bill, but I have several customers here in the Charleston area. Their power bills for over the past several months have been less than $10 a month.
No way.
Yes.
Are you
yes,
serious?
way.
Wow, that'd be nice.
But it took, it wasn't just putting modules up there. It was, combining, as I mentioned, conservation measures along with renewable energy, to achieve that.
So besides the panels, what else do you offer then?
We do photovoltaic for electricity. We do thermal solar for solar hot water. The really big thing here are we do a big industrial size solar attic fan, which is the only one that qualifies for tax credits. And that's the other big thing too. We still get 55% of the cost of the system subsidized. There's a big push by the government to get us to reduce our dependency on fossil fuels. So you get a 30% federal tax credit on top of a 25% state tax credit. We do insulation, we do generators, we do electrical work, we do new home construction with electrical work where we're currently pre-wiring the homes for solar applications, so that new homeowner, should they decide to add solar panels onto the home, a lot of that wiring and infrastructure is already in place, and that's a big selling point.
That seems like a new kind of service that you have, is that?
Right, and that's all part of the Edgewater energy part of the company.
Fantastic. Now, if someone were to want to learn more, because it seems like you have a lot more to learn, do you have a website?
Oh, absolutely. And I don't know if you can see it on the card, but our website is www.edgewaterenergysc.com. And our phone number is 843-937-9999.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me, Jim.
Christy, it was an awesome. And anyways, folks in Charleston, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, we've been speaking with Jim at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium at the Custom Home and Remodel Show. Thank you. Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium at the Custom Home and Remodel Show with Alan and Sharon of Coastal Design Builders. Alan, how are you doing?
Just great. Thanks, Christy.
And Sharon?
Excellent, thanks.
Okay, so you've got a great booth here right off the elevator. In fact, there's just people coming right by.
Yes.
Have you had a good show?
It's been fantastic. Yesterday, with the 11 o'clock and the hurricane kits, I think a lot of people were appreciative of that, and they came through. And so probably until 2:30 or 3 from 11. So we had a lot of good conversations, a lot of good leads and contacts. It was very good.
Speaking of hurricanes, are you finding that people when building a home are very concerned with how to kind of prevent damage from hurricanes? I'd imagine.
Well, they are, and also there's a new international code effective July 1 about how to have window protection. I mean, you can have the impact glass. A lot of people don't want to spend the money, and so there are fasteners and wood that have to be very specific. So I'm educating them about that.
So you're educated about that. That's important.
Well, I am, as I need to. And then from the footer through the house through the roof, there's special metal strapping and attachments that need to be done, and homeowners hear about it, but they really want an explanation. So a lot more education needed in building now. Yeah.
And Sharon, I know that you're kind of his sidekick at these home shows. Are you offering just some support, or do you've got some good tips for people when they come up?
My good tip is to talk to Alan.
Okay, yeah,
so
that's a good tip.
My tip is to stick around if he's with someone else. He's the guy to talk to, and I try to help with that.
Okay, sounds good. So you've gotten to talk to some good people. I see you've got your kind of portfolio out there.
Yes, yeah, and for the first time, I've actually got some pictures out of houses that I've built, and people are noticing that, so I changed my booth that way. And what's really interesting is Sharon's got a business background, and so while I'm talking, and she can talk, and I haven't in the past had anyone, I've just been alone. So I think part of a good show is having a team. And of course, you're very supportive as a company and as an individual, and make it nice for us. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much. So is there anything that you'd say that you'd recommend to people remodeling or building? Do you actually handle remodels?
Yes, for 26 years, I have done remodeling and custom homes, and do design work. So if somebody wants an addition and want to see how it looks, I can arrange to have that. What's interesting is now probably half the people we're talking to are for custom homes. A year ago in the show, probably maybe 25% or less. So I see a shift in people wanting to build new houses.
The economy, I bet.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, for those people, do you have a website people can check out?
Yes, coastaldesignbuilders.com, and Ask Alan anything at yahoo.com.
I love it. I love that email address.
And my number is 843-300-9383.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. We've been speaking with Alan and Sharon of Coastal Design Builders at the Custom Home and Remodel Show. Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Custom Home and Remodel Show at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium, and I'm sitting with Allison of Coastal Elevators and Lifts. Allison, how are you doing?
Oh, doing fine, Christy. Thank you.
It is so fun to be here because you actually have a different setup, it seems like, every single time I'm here. Can you tell me a little bit about your arrangement?
Well, we will try to let people know that we don't do just one thing, and that's our name, Elevators and Lifts. So just about anything that you could need to get yourself in the home, we can do. We can do the elevator, which we have the mobile display this time to show you 4 different finishes that the manufacturer provides, as well as a variety of the different gates that are available, the scissor gates as well as the accordion style gates. But if you don't want to go with the full elevator, we can do a stair lift, and we can do that on a straight, curved, indoors, outdoors. You just look at the application. We can do a platform lift, which is just like it sounds, a platform that will bring you in your wheelchair up to the porch, because so many of the homes around here are elevated and they have the decks, and if they can just get up to the deck, then they can get in the house. Right.
So it's like a dumbwaiter for a person. Is that a terrible way of putting that?
I wouldn't quite put it that way, but we do.
Well, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. We do dumbwaiters as well. Not a lot of people do dumbwaiters because if you're going to go with that, you might as well spend a little bit more and do the elevator, and do the whole thing. The manufacturer of the stair lift has come out with a couple of walkers that are supposed to be state of the art. So we brought a couple of those. Not a lot of biting on that just yet, but just kind of putting that out there and see if there's an interest. We also have what we had at the last show was the Roby, which you can attach your wheelchair to, and it will walk the wheelchair up the stairs.
Right.
So if you don't want to do something permanent in your home, you can still get the loved one in the wheelchair up in your home safely without having to bump them up
Or
the
if
steps.
they're visiting, like their sister's house or something, and of course it's not set up with a stair lift, you can just use that, right?
Correct, yes, because it is portable. So you can break it down into 2 separate parts and take it from home to home. So if somebody wanted to have it to carry with them, they could do that so that they could get in and out of homes.
But you wouldn't say that this is only for people in need, that are aging quickly. I think aging in place is the big term now. I mean, you can put in elevators for anyone, right?
That's correct. It's really becoming more of a standard than a luxury. It's more of a necessity. And just to be able to get safely in and out of your home.
Well, like you were saying, I mean, the homes around here are so built up.
Correct.
Because of, flooding and whatnot. Why not have an elevator just for groceries or whatever?
Exactly. And when you're taking your luggage, if you're going on a trip, that could be hazardous. You're taking a 50-pound bag up and down the stairs. You can't hold onto the handrail, and things can happen. I mean, we just recently put in a chairlift for a lady downtown that was just feeding the neighbor's cats and missed the bottom step. She broke both of her ankles, and then she couldn't get in her home. So it could just happen in a blink of an eye like that. So we're there to try and help you. And on a straight application, we can get a chairlift installed in less than a week.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's neat. You know what I found that was interesting? I was speaking with you yesterday about local people that you work with locally. Ronnie from Veneer Works.
Correct.
How you actually work with local companies to get something into a home that's custom. Can you talk a little bit about that partnership?
Right. Well, most of the elevator customers, when they buy their elevator, they get just a very basic, unfinished cab. And then Ronnie has Veneer Works, and he's had booths here at your show before, and he can make it. I can show him a picture of any finish, and he can duplicate it, and he just does wonderful craftsmanship. And then we also have other builders that we work with that will help us on existing homes to provide a shaft so that we can do the elevator. We don't do that within our company, but we do reach out to other builders that we work with. And there are quite a few builders here at the show also that do new construction that we do elevators for. So it's a pretty good networking in that respect as well.
Definitely. So you do retrofit, or your product can be retrofitted into an older home then?
In most homes, yes. I mean, sometimes it's a bit of a challenge, but usually you can find somewhere for it to go. And it's just a matter of getting somebody to build the shaft for them.
Or you could probably do it on the exterior of the home, right?
It depends on the neighborhood. You know, some of the HOAs frown on any changes to the look of the house, but we've done them in downtown, you know, and it's a little bit more of a challenge when they have to go through the HOA for downtown with the historical homes.
Right.
But it can be done. It can be done tastefully, and it can really help people stay in their homes.
Great. Well, do you have a website people can check out to learn
We do.
more?
It's Coastal Elevators at... No, I'm sorry.
That's a website where your
That was I was giving you the email address.
Yeah.
coastalelevators@aol.com.
Okay.
And the website is coastalelevators.com.
Okay. And what about a phone number?
It's 557-0106. And we're located on Johns Island at 3515 Meeks Farm Road, and that's off of Maybank Highway. And we have a showroom with all of this, plus more that we can share with people that are interested, find out what they're interested in, help them get the best solution for their location.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
We've been speaking with Allison of Coastal Elevators and Lifts at the Custom Home and Remodel Show. Hi, I'm Christy Conway with Charleston Home and Design Magazine, and I'm here at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium for the Custom Home and Remodel Show. I'm standing with Patty and Nick of DIG, and they've designed this amazing outdoor living experience, and so that's what we're here to talk about. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Having a great day, thanks.
Definitely a good turnout, I think. What do you guys think of the show?
It's been very good. I mean, the traffic's different on different days, but today we've definitely had a lot of people come through that were really, they're building, so they're really interested in the products and services that are being exhibited here. So we've had a lot of really good conversations today.
So you guys actually designed this whole space, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. That's quite an undertaking. What was the plan? How do you do that?
Well, you try to take into consideration every vendor's needs and desires and what they want to get out of the show. And just like with any other project, we have to put disparate parts together and try to get a good outcome and make sure that everybody's happy and that it looks like a real living outdoor space, something true to life.
I mean, we have trees and we have bark and all this. How many people would you say you had to work with to kind of put this all together?
I think I counted, there's probably about 25 different vendors that are represented somewhere in this area. Some we've brought in because we actually had products that we would like the public to see, and then some of the people were actually people that go with the show. But we do have just about anything that somebody might want if they had an outdoor area that they wanted to turn into a series of gardens.
What kind of different nooks do you have in here?
Well, this is our nook, and we wanted an educational nook, if you will. So this is a kitchen garden.
Okay.
So we've got fruit trees and citrus trees from growers here in Charleston that specialize in trees that do well here, that bear fruit. We've got herbs that is from Sea Island Savory Herbs. They're herb grower, and they have thousands and thousands of herbs. So we've tried to kind of educate people on the kinds of herbs that are available and the trees that are available here.
And not only that, we try to make it an architectural feature, something that is a destination point into somebody's landscape. It may not end up looking exactly like this, but at least it gets the ideas flowing and allows them the opportunity to see and touch, and in this case, taste and smell some of the herbs that are available.
I mean, it's got to get get people to think, because if you can turn this ugly stadium into something so nice, then you've got to be able to do something with their backyard, I'd imagine.
Every project has a starting point. Yes, we're in the bowels of Johnson Haygood Stadium, and we turn columns into pergolas, and there's mulch over concrete. So you deal with what you have and try to make sure that the sum is greater than the parts.
I think this is definitely one of my favorite parts of the show, or any show that we ever do, just because it's so serene, and you must like hanging out in here while you're trying to talk about your company, I'd imagine.
It's a wonderful little environment, and we have a lot of people that have been coming up going, can we just transport this straight into my backyard, because I can see this in my backyard. But not only do we have this here, we've got a children's play area over here with a big play set. A lot of people think of play sets as eyesores, something that takes up a lot of space, but we've landscaped it beautifully over here, so you're kind of in a little forest with the swing set, and it's a great place for parents to hang out. There's a day bed back here. We have a kitchen area where they're actually cooking and have been cooking this weekend. We've got an outdoor fireplace area, with a fountain and outdoor TV. We've got grills everywhere. It's just a lot of little outdoor spaces that people could go and do different things in their backyard, and they're all available to the public.
I think it's a fire pit with a TV and a fountain. I mean, it's all in one. It's pretty cool. Who provided that?
That's HLG Growers. Yeah.
It's also William Smith Fireplaces. They actually did the fire feature inside.
They did both.
Fieldstone actually did some of the material, so it was kind of a combined effort.
Yeah, talk about collaboration. That's so cool. And actually, I think you guys are also involved in the backyard makeover giveaway. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, we do what we did here is basically coordinate the vendors and bringing their services and supplies together, and keeping the client happy and showing them what can be done with their space and all of the products that have been donated. And it's a big number this year.
Yes, it is. I think it's bigger than ever. $20,000. What's involved in this new backyard?
Well, actually, the first thing is the design. So we do very much what we do in it anytime we do a design, and that's meet with the homeowners, look at the space, see what they would like to see. But this year, we've got a day bed, we've got a pergola, we've got patios that have been contributed. We have an outdoor kitchen island that's part of the package. I'm going to forget something. I think we have plant materials. We have
pavers.
I can't even remember. Oh, we have a little fountain that's being built, or a little pond that's being built. Just a number
all sorts of stuff.
Really, really fun things. And a furniture package from Backyard Retreats.
No backyard would be complete without furniture, right?
Right.
Well, that's pretty exciting. We actually make the drawing Monday, the 19th. It's someone local will win, someone in the Tri-County area. And I'm excited to show it in the magazine, because we always do before and afters, and that's always fun. Do you find it to be kind of an enjoyable experience to see the transformation?
I think every year someone's just so surprised that they've won, and then just the enormity of what they've won is very exciting, and that they get a hands-on collaboration, and their input is valued, and they get all this great stuff.
Now, we have to talk about DIG specifically as a company, because we've kind of just talked about the show and the giveaway. Beyond the obvious, what do you guys do for homeowners looking to update their backyard?
We basically do everything. We're a turnkey company. We focus really heavily on the design, because if you don't get the design right, nothing is going to flow after that. But we are very strong in the design aspect of it, and then once we get the design perfect, then we actually do the build. We bring in the trees like we have here. We pull everything together, the hardscapes, outdoor kitchens if that's what's needed. And we've been doing it for 5 years. And we did it for about 8 years before the 5 years where we went into business for ourselves. So we've got a lot of experience in the area and have done a lot of beautiful gardens. We do brand new construction, or a lot of the things that we do are tear downs and refurbishing. So it's really fun for us, because we get to be creative and see things go from nothing to a beautiful backyard in generally about a week or two.
Oh, that's fantastic. I just saw photos of your own backyard. Our art director showed them to me, since they were so cool. And it really goes to show, you know what you're doing. Your own backyard is gorgeous. Obviously, you can bring that to anyone.
Well, if we can do it here at the stadium, can you imagine what we could do in your backyard?
Yeah, exactly. Do you have a website that people can check out and learn more about what you guys do?
Yeah, it's a great way to see some of our past work, to get information about the company, and to contact us. It's diglandscape.net.
Okay, and what about a phone number?
843-327-4372.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We've been speaking with Patty and Nick of Dig Landscape here at the Custom Home and Remodel Show at the Citadel's Johnson Haygood Stadium.
I'm talking about a home. Talking about me and you. The things we'll do. I said a home. I'm not talking about a one-night stand. I want to be your man. I said a home.
You've been listening to Talking About a home show on the radio. Talking About a Home is brought to you by the publishers of Charleston Home and Design magazine and the organizers of the Charleston Home and Design Show and the Custom Home and Remodel Show. To make contact with any of the companies featured today, visit newhomecharleston.com, Charleston's online home show, and home to over 200 local home-related companies motivated to work with you.